Isaiah 19. This is the oracle about Egypt. Look, the Lord rides on swift moving cloud and approaches Egypt. The idols of Egypt tremble before him. The Egyptians lose their courage. I will provoke civil strife in Egypt. Brother will fight with one another, as will neighbors, cities, and kingdoms. The Egyptians will panic and will confuse their strategy. They will seek guidance from the idols and from the spirits of the dead, from the pitch used to conjure up underworld spirits, and from the magicians. I will hand Egypt over to harsh masters. A powerful king will rule over them, says the sovereign Lord of heaven's armies. The water of the sea will be dried up, and the river will dry up and be empty. The canals will stink. The streams of Egypt will trickle and then dry up. The bulrushes and the reeds will decay, along with the plants by the mouth of the river. All the cultivated land near the river will turn to dust and be blown away. The fishermen will mourn and lament, all those who cast a fish hook into the river, and those who spread out a net on the water surface will grieve. Those who make clothes from the flax will be embarrassed. Those who weave will turn pale. Those who make cloth will be demoralized. All the hired workers will be depressed. The officials of Zoan are nothing but fools. Pharaoh's wise advertisers give stupid advice. I said advertisers. Advisors give stupid advice. How dare you say to Pharaoh, I am one of the sages, one well-versed in the writings of ancient kings. But where are your wise men? Let them tell you. Let them find out what the Lord of heaven's armies has planned for Egypt. The officials of Zoan are fools. The officials of Memphis are misled. The rulers of her tribes lead Egypt astray. The Lord has made them undiscerning. They lead Egypt astray in all she does, so that she is like a drunk sliding around in his own vomit. Egypt will not be able to do a thing. Her tails shoot or stalk. At that time, the Egyptians will be like a woman. They will tremble and fear because the Lord of heaven's armies banishes him, fist against them. The land of Judah will humiliate Egypt. Everyone will hear about Judah, will be afraid because of what the Lord of heaven's army is planning to do to them. At that time, 5 cities in the land of Egypt will speak the language of Canaan and swear allegiance to the Lord of heaven's armies. One will be called the city of the sun. At that time, there will be an altar for the Lord in the middle of the land of Egypt, as well as a sacred pillar dedicated to the Lord at its border. It will become a visual reminder in the land of Egypt that the Lord of heaven's armies, when they cry out to the Lord because of oppressors, he will send them a deliverer and defender who will rescue them. The Lord will reveal himself to the Egyptians, and they will acknowledge the Lord's authority at that time. They will present sacrifices and offerings. They will make vows to the Lord and fulfill them. The Lord will strike Egypt, striking and then healing them. They will turn to the Lord, and he will listen to their prayers and heal them. At that time, there will be a highway from Egypt to Assyria. The Assyrians will visit Egypt, and the Egyptians will visit Assyria. The Egyptians and Assyrians will worship together. At that time, Israel will be the third member of the group along with Egypt and Assyria, and will be a recipient of blessing in the earth. The Lord of heaven's armies will pronounce a blessing over the earth, saying, Blessed be the people, Egypt, and the work of my hands, Assyria, and my special possession, Israel. Okay, that was a lot there. Let's back up and see what we got, and then scroll through chat for a minute. Okay, What did we miss? Ads. I cannot see ads on this. Sorry. It doesn't give me, like, I have no chat here. I could not see that. Sorry. Yes, I missed ad break. Charles, we were talking still about the Pope. They do put out their own translations. So do Protestant churches and Eastern Orthodox. Yes. No one is on illiterate authority to change it. Oh, sorry, unilateral. I was reading, like, why is it unilliterate? Uniliterate, literal, unilateral. Boy, that makes more sense. Since everyone has access to it, yes. Zack Attack, tip of the cap, friend, tip of the cap. I sound more far away because my microphone is over here and I can't turn the volume up higher and I'm not on my regular setup. So, sorry. I'm totally using, because I could not use OBS on this computer because I need it open on the other computer. So I'm on Streamlabs. So yeah, the setup is all old. It's been raining all day so far. Well, we got snow, so I'd rather take the rain. Okay, so on 19, this is the oracle about Egypt. So one of the things that we have as we're going through here in Isaiah is pronouncements against Israel, against Judah, against other nations. So now we have one that is going to be against Egypt. So look, the Lord rides as a swift moving cloud and approaches Egypt. The idols of Egypt tremble. So one of the things you might think is, let's go to Egypt and Egypt can be our deliverer and God is going to give judgment to Egypt. So why would you go to Egypt when Egypt has going to be one of the places that God needs to go deliver his people from? So you don't want to go to Egypt. Certainly not. You know what I just realized? Did I just move that border? At some point that border got moved. There we go. As I was clicking on things, I apparently moved that. That's like going to be weird. Okay. So the oracle's now coming against Egypt, and so it's going to be swift. The Lord is going to be riding on the clouds, moving on the clouds. Now, it's not exactly the same language that other places have, but there is the image that appears often of God riding in the clouds. And so that's going to be the movement of God. That means he has access. He's going to move where he needs to. The idols in Egypt are going to tremble. Why? Because God has come against them before. Remember when you got freed from Egypt? Oh, yeah. God took and attacked every single one, or not every single one. He took, and each plague was an attack and assault on one of the gods of Egypt. So every attack of a plague was an attack on Egypt. And Egypt sees God coming. Yeah, they're going to tremble in fear. They know that he's coming. They don't want to have any part of it. He's going to provoke civil strife in Egypt. Brother will attack brother, as will neighbors, cities, and kingdoms. So the kingdoms within Egypt, the peoples within Egypt, they're going to turn against each other. They will seek guidance from idols and from the spirits of the dead. They're going to go to their conjuring pits. They're going to go do all the things they know to do. And I will hand Egypt over to a harsh master, a powerful king who will rule over them, says the Lord of heaven's armies. The water will be swiftly dried up. So one of the things that's going to be plagues is the drying up of the Nile, the drying up of everything. You're going to have drought. Remember how we had the drought previously, and we had, well, Joseph was able to take and deliver them from the drought. Well, I shouldn't say deliver them, but he had a plan in order to handle the drought when it happened. And 5 years or 7 years of good, and then 7 years of famine. So it's going to be worse than that. All the cultivated land near the river is going to be dust and blown away. The fishermen are going to mourn and lament. We have these total language, like we're going to do like flowery language. We're going to expand on it. We're going to give multiple things. And then those who comb flax will be embarrassed. Like they're not going to have anything from the river to produce stuff with. The hired workers will be depressed. They have nothing to do. There is no work. They have no pay. Pharaoh's wise advisors will give him stupid advice. How dare you say to Pharaoh, I am a sage. I know the ancient wisdom. But where, oh, where are your wise men? Let them turn. Let them find out the Lord of heaven's armies has planned for Egypt. The officials of Zone are fools. The officials of Memphis are misled. The rulers of every tribe have gone astray. So it's going to be bad. Egypt is going to be horrible. But then at that time, Judah is going to get to do this. Judah's going to get to do this. And at that time, 5 cities in the land of Egypt will speak the language of Canaan. They're going to be overrun by Canaanites in the land. They're going to take on and adapt that. And then there is going to be a cry to the Lord because of the oppression. He will send a deliverer to defend them. And then the Lord will reveal himself to Egypt, will acknowledge God. So we have the destruction is coming, but not total destruction. They're going to be overrun by the land. people from the land of Canaan, which are going to be Judah and maybe some others. And then they're going to adapt the language there. They're going to cry out in oppression, and then they're going to turn to God. The Lord will strike Egypt, striking them and then healing them. So first he's going to punish them, then he is going to heal them. They are going to pray to him, and then there's going to be this magnificent blessing of pathway from Assyria to Egypt, including Judah, and they're all going to be under the rule of God. So what we have is a lot of pronouncements of horrible things, but we have a little remnant hope. There's often a little remnant hope, and here a future blessing that is going to take place.